Passed. It's only 15 more minutes until we arrive in Rome. Can you believe it? Alright, welcome to the last part of our Via Francigena adventure. We made it. If you watched the first two parts, then thank you very much for watching. If this is the first one you watch, then consider watching the other two as well, and welcome. So the stretch from Bolsena to Roma was pretty diverse in surroundings and emotions. We probably had the worst but also the most beautiful stages since starting from Lucca. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and also there will be a video with tips and tricks on how to survive the Via Francigena. Well, enough talk, enjoy the video. Leaving Bolsena and 2022 behind us, we went on to what was one of the most beautiful days of the Via Francigena. Not only did the sun shine for us the whole day, but also the path itself was leading through woods and along agricultural roads, far away from traffic. Not far from Montefiascone there is a sign which irritated us a bit, the 100-kilometer mark. But we are around 130 kilometers far from Rome, so what does this mark mean? Well, turns out it's 100 kilometers from the tomb of Saint Peter if you measure a straight line. At least that's what I read somewhere on a sign. Why should it be of any interest for me, as I'm definitely a hiker and not an airplane? I don't know. Today was actually a short day, but somehow it was pretty tough with a lot up and down. It was actually by far the most beautiful day we had so far. With a lot of walking in the woods, and we had waterfalls, and we had the lake view all the time, and also now we are staying in a monastery of the Benedictine, I think they're called in English. And outside there is kind of a fest. We're gonna have a look. It looks like in the good old medieval times. First we're gonna have a shower and get ourselves some food. This was a very cool thing. The whole town was decorated and it was a huge real-life nativity scene. The most interesting part was that a lot of old craftsmanships and tools were showcased. It was a really cool experience, as it looked like the whole town participated in this happening. This stage was absolutely unspectacular, but it connects two very beautiful towns. So we made sure we enjoyed some of the views Montefiascone had to offer before starting. We found another tunnel path, but apparently it's fenced and also closed. When entering Viterbo, there are some very busy roads we had to cross. At the tourist info you find one of the DIY stamps. They are often found in post boxes with a sign which says Timbro, stamp in Italian. The closer you get to Rome, the more often you can find them, so keep your eyes open. While walking out of Viterbo, you pass the Palazzo dei Papi and the Viterbo Cathedral.
an incredible complex in Gothic style built in the 12th and 13th century. The path itself continues in this canyon-like road. Luckily there are nearly no cars driving, this could be a bit claustrophobic with more traffic. Before entering Vetralla, you will find this little spring cared for by the local community. It's a good place to give your feet some treatment. Vetralla itself is a little rundown and we actually didn't find much people there, but we went on anyway because we stayed at the monastery a bit out of town.
We are again sleeping in the monastery, and today it's like this, that Amy and me are not allowed to sleep in the same room, so both of us have these little rooms here with all you need, but we had to make sure that we're not staying in the same room because who knows what could happen.
By the way, the night including dinner and breakfast were €35 per person. And we had a lot of fun talking to the nuns, trying to figure out what we want to say to each other. What follows now is the most beautiful stage we had. It starts through a beech and oak forest, then crosses some hazelnut and olive plantations. After that, we crossed the little town of Capraia and had some panini to be well prepared for the last part until Sutri. And then we found what we didn't expect. There is this short stretch of wood which has minimal human impact, and this makes it so beautiful. You could walk it in probably 30 minutes. I think it took us 2 hours because we wanted to stay here and enjoy it as much as possible. I'm a gardener and landscaper and really passionate about nature, animals and plants. But being in places like this reminds me that no matter how good I am at my profession, nature will always be the best architect, the best landscaper. Maybe now you got an idea why we were so disappointed for most of the route. There were nearly no woods, no nature. Of course, that's more or less expectable in a country with such a huge population, but still, we were hoping for more of this and less of the roads with smelly and loud cars. After leaving the wood, we were welcomed by the Sutri committee and went on to the bed and breakfast where we spent the night.
Buongiorno. Oh. Okay. Buongiorno. We are in a cave. We already left Sutri behind us with its amphitheater and its caves where people used to live in. Feet hurt, back hurts. What else hurts? Pretty much everything hurts. Well, but it's gonna be a sunny day. It's only 66 kilometers left until Rome, which we should make in 3 days, so yalla yalla yalla!
Well, this day was absolutely without any interesting encounters or sights, despite these waterfalls called Cascade di Monte Gelato.
We are on the last few kilometers, on the last 3 or something, to Campagno di Roma, the end of the stage today, and I think we're both pretty much on the edge. Everything hurts, everything really hurts. We have 2 days left after this 42 kilometers. Phew, can't wait to reach Rome.
Fun fact, this was the first and only night where we shared the room with another pilgrim. I don't know if the stages were really so boring as it seems in this video, or if I was just very tired of filming and just wanted to reach Rome. But there didn't really happen much. Well, Amy was checking out this place for us to live in, but we decided to continue the search. Also, despite seeing signs of wild boars and porcupines nearly every day, we didn't see any of them. That's probably mainly because we were already in the towns when they are active.
We reached the last pilgrim's accommodation of the journey, which is great. It's about time for us to finish the trail, because today my feet, they just told me multiple times that it's time to finish. How about your feet, Amy?
Yeah. Prost. No?
We are on the way, on the last stage. Just 20 kilometers more to Rome, and we already reached kinda city, like Vorstadt, like Hütteldorf. It looks exactly the same as crap as Hütteldorf looks. If you've never been to Hütteldorf, don't go there. The suburbs of Rome. Woohoo! Really happy when we're finished. We are just a few kilometers from Rome, and so far it was mostly disgusting. We are now in a little wood, which was the most beautiful part for today so far. But before that we were walking just like 5 kilometers along a very heavy used road with a lot of dirt, a lot of garbage on the streets, a lot of disgusting smells. So this is by far the worst stage, but sadly it's exactly how I expected. I mean, it's Rome. Rome is a dirty city. We won't change that, I'm afraid.
And what should I say? It continued just as it started. But then we finally saw what we came for, the Stadio Olimpico. Well, that's what I thought, but Amy told me that we are actually heading to the St. Peter's Cathedral, which I was also kind of fine with.
Nearly there. Behind me you can see the St. Peter's Cathedral of the State of Vatican. Vatican State. How do you say that in English? So this stage wasn't that tough, but there was so much dirt, so many people, so much of everything I just hate about humanity. This stage was so challenging for me, for my head. I'm happy we're here. I'm really happy we made it. I'm happy we can relax soon and we don't have to walk along busy roads anymore. So again, just to show you, also now we're standing in a shitload of dirt.
overwhelming. I think this is how I would describe coming to Rome now. Not in a positive way though, but still we were making our way through the streets of Rome, a little proud to have reached the goal. Happy that even when we couldn't really answer why we walked this path, we still finished it and didn't quit. We walked into the Vatican and collected our pilgrim's testimonium. For Amy it's already the third after finishing the French and Portuguese Camino de Santiago. So she will probably become Pope one day, remember her.
If you really watched all this stuff, thank you very much, and please consider subscribing to the channel. There will be a lot of videos soon. Well, anyway, I hope we could give you a feeling on how a pilgrimage really is, like not only always beautiful but also sometimes challenging for your mind and maybe also for your body. We are already on beautiful Elba Island and we already are filming for the next few episodes, so stay tuned. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye bye.